Even though, to be fair, Josh, we can say that you fell out with the English recently, haven't you? But welcome back to Josh Taylor.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People may have fell out with me, but that is what it is.
It is what it is. It seems to be a popular saying in boxing. But welcome back to the channel. First of all, how are you?
I'm great. You know, obviously, bit of a kick in the teeth with the postponement, but you know, I had to go with the medical professional's advice. You know, especially when it comes to your eyes. There's no messing around with eyes. You know, if it goes wrong, then you know, there's plenty of life after boxing. You know, so I've got to look after myself medically and make sure I'm fit to fight. So I had a minor procedure done back in early February, which explains why my eyes were so red during the press conferences. I got it done just.
And there's us think you were smoking,
exactly. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, I had a minor procedure done then, and I had a couple of follow-up appointments, which went great. Everyone's recovery was great. And I went to the final one, you know, to get signed off, ready to go, medical to fight with eye check. And the surgeon said that the pressure behind my eyes had went back up and suggested that I put the fight back. You know, so I was like, okay, if I'm going to listen to someone, is listening to the surgeon. So yeah, it was a bit of a kick in the teeth, and I'd like to apologise, obviously, to everybody that's the inconvenience that it's caused. But if people have bought tickets, the tickets are still valid, which is handy. But the people that have maybe paid for travel and accommodation, I apologise. I mean, it's out of my hands. I mean, and I'm taking care of my health. So if you've got a problem with that, then that's your problem.
Fair enough. I've seen what you put out on X, what you put out on obviously the social media to reach out to the audience. I'm one of them that was really looking forward. I can speak from a fan's point of view. I was really looking forward to that rematch. The tickets sold out straight away. I was there at obviously the press conference. I saw what happened in Scotland versus what happened in Manchester.
Yeah.
A fight that us British fans thought would never happen.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we're almost there. And then this happens. That frustration, if it's frustrating for us, what is it for you, Josh?
It's frustrating, of course it's frustrating, but it's my health at the end of the day, and there's more to boxing, more to life than boxing, especially when it's your health and your eyesight. So and there's too much riding on this fight for to go in not fit and just go, okay, because I'm the kind of person who'll go, all right, oh fuck it, let's go. But you've got to listen to, especially when it's the surgeons that are advising you. So it is a kick in the teeth, but it's not as if it's 8-10 weeks. It's 4 weeks. I said to Matchroom, and fair play to Matchroom and Top Rank for getting it done as soon as possible, which is only 4 weeks, you know. And I know I don't like Jack, and I could sit here and badmouth him all day long and things like that, but I know he's got engagements that he's committed to after the fight. I think he's getting married right after the fight in early June, so don't want him missing that. I know he's obviously paid out on deposits and things like that, so I don't want to mess with that either. You know, and I'm feeling good, I'm fit in camp, I'm flying, so I want to get it done and get this chapter closed.
One of the rumours, and I will ask you to address it, to give us your thoughts, is the fact that people were saying, look, I don't believe the medical, he's postponed this because he needs to make weight.
Yeah.
Squash that rumour for us, Josh.
They can say what they want, I don't give a fuck.
That's the Josh that I know. But what I want to talk to you about is the change of trainers. Obviously, you're here to support Dennis McCann tonight. We saw his composed, very strong poise in that fight against, you know, Strand, who he was up for it.
Yeah.
Talk to us about why you've moved to your coach, what happened, and how you're getting on with him being in your corner.
Amazing. You know, obviously we went to New York, we never got the result.
Yeah.
There was factors as to why the legs went, but there's no point in getting into it. I went into the fight because I felt good, and I lost, so it is what it is. You know, but yeah, and I've had a great time with Joe and Declan, and I found that I've learnt a lot, and I found myself again, my old self again, my old style, my old way of fighting and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoying Joe and Declan, you know, so yeah, I'm enjoying my time here. I took my time. It wasn't just a quick decision to make that decision and that move. I took my time, and I took a good, a long, old, hard think about it, you know, so yeah, I took my time to make that decision, and I feel I've made the right one.
An experienced fighter like yourself, what is it like to almost like gelling and forming a new relationship with a coach after Josh Taylor's got a style? We know your style. We've watched you. I'm one of them that's watched you for a very long time. Yeah. What's it like for you to adapt to like a new trainer, and for you two to really work together to, you know, try and get those wins?
Well, that's the reason why it took so long. I didn't just take a trial with Joe and then make my decision. I took a trial with Joe, had a week with him, and then I went away, thought about it. Says I need to get another week with him, and then I went to the Rotunda gym for the week, but there was a lot of people around. I hadn't told Ben that I was moving yet and stuff, so I didn't want a lot of people seeing things and stuff, so I couldn't really relax and enjoy it. And I went away and then thought about it, and I says, I like his ideas and what he was saying. So I phoned him again and says, would you fancy coming to Scotland to come up to my home gym? And he spent the week with me in the house, and that's when I got to pick his brains and talk about his philosophies and his style of training, and then we worked in that week, and we were nailing it, we were on fire. So like, yeah, there we go. So I took my time to make the decision, and it's turned out, I feel that it's been a great decision.
A fighter, like I said, I've watched you for a while, always enjoyed watching you fight. When I saw you obviously go over to America, and you kind of feel heartbroken, because it's like, where is this fighter going to go next? If we think like that as the fans, what's going through your mind?
Obviously, it was the end of the world when I lost the fight, and what annoyed me more is because it wasn't the best version of me that lost the fight. If it had been the best version of me and I'd lost, I could go, okay, I'd still be pissed off at losing, but I could live with it. Like, he was better than me and I won. Although on the night he was better than me, but I know I can perform so much better than that. So that's what annoys me about that loss so much. But I'm over it. I'm over it now, and I've got this fight in front of me now with Jack Catterall. Take care of business. And then hopefully maybe revisit the one with Tio again. You never know. I mean, after this fight, I'm not thinking about anything about this fight. But after this fight, if we get the right decision and the right side of the decision and stuff like that, get the right result, then there's all these fights are massive possibilities. But I'm not thinking about that now. All I'm thinking about is Jack Catterall, and that's a mistake I made the last time.
The fight that's coming up with Jack, focused on that fight.
Yes.
I get it. You did get the decision, I get it, but it almost feels like you've got to cement that decision. You've got to make sure there's no doubt in nobody's mind.
Yes.
How do you intend to ensure that is definitely going to be the case this time, Josh?
Just by being dominant. Listen, by being dominant and just being me. A fit, fully focused. Not weight drained for one. The first one I was terrible at the weight. Not that I can't make the weight, I can't make it really well. I just left it to the last minute and just weighed everything to the last minute. It was like, just be fit and I'll beat this guy, and that's the mistake I made. And I'll never make that mistake again for as long as I box. So, yeah, the first rule of warfare is what I failed on. Never underestimate your opponent, and that's what I've done. So, I'll not be doing that again.
Those honest answers and your thoughts, because obviously the judges, things have gone on since that with the judges that were on your fight. We've got Maurizio Suleiman, we've got a bout coming up with Fury and Usyk, and they're talking about having more judges to make sure, I don't know, there's more. I mean, your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's necessary. Look when they're talking about bringing VAR and all that into boxing, look what that's done to boxing, football. It's absolutely ruined it. I don't watch football anymore because of all this VAR shit. That just kills the game. It kills it. The judges have got the best seat in the house. They know what they're doing. And they've got different angles and different viewpoints, so all three of them see different things. But don't get me wrong, there's sometimes that there's decisions are like, come on, where'd you get that one from and stuff. But I don't think that needs to be any of these massive drastic changes. Maybe if there is bad decisions, take that judge's decision in and have a talk with them and investigate them, and then that's it. And making the decision for there. But I don't think they need to be bringing on all this technology and all that, because I think it then ruins the authenticity of the game.
Listen, I know you got to go. I know you're down here supporting your team. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you, Josh. I cannot wait, literally cannot wait for your fight on the new dates that we've got coming up. But all the best, and thank you for taking the time to speak to October Red.
Thank you very much. Always save the best for last.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.